I never thought remakes essential. They're crude and unspeakably plain. But maybe they have a glimmer of potential, if aligned to Jon Favreau's vision and brain. Alright, so obviously I'm going to be talking about the announcement of the Lion King remake. But the moment... I hope you all enjoyed that. me doing a horrible Jeremy Irons impression for the win. Oh, man. But yeah, if you thought I was going to do a whole song of Be Prepared, no, no. But no, so yeah, yesterday it was announced, and I wanted to talk about it, but I was just too tired, and I just was like, fuck it, I'll talk about it some other time. And right now is that some other time. So, like I said, Disney has officially announced that they have partnered with Jon Favreau once again to remake The Lion King in the same animation style as the live-action Jungle Book movie. What do I think of this? Well, I kind of figured this was going to happen. I knew that somewhere down the line they were going to do The Lion King. At some point, I knew they were going to do The Lion King, and I figured after the numbers they ranked in with Jungle Book and Jon Favreau, I figured they would keep Favreau around for another film. So, yeah, this is something I predicted, actually. But honestly, I'm not angry about it. I'm not as angry as... Lion King is one of the essential Disney films. When you think Disney movies, Lion King's one of the first ones that come to your head. And yeah, it's obviously the one that has a lot of the potential to it, along with... It's up there with Cinderella and a lot of others. When you think the Disney Renaissance films of the modern age, this one usually comes to mind, with good goddamn reason. It's amazing. Anyway... So I kind of figured this would be remade after the announcement of, of how well Jungle Book did, and how well, how well, obviously we're getting Beauty and the Beast next year. So, yeah, I kind of figured at some point, after the announcement of Beauty and the Beast, I was like, oh, nope, they're doing it. I thought they were just going to touch the older ones, but nope, the 90 ones are in there too. So I'm just now kind of waiting for an Aladdin and an Aladdin and Hunchback of Notre Dame film, which actually I think would be actually pretty cool. I also know they're doing Little Mermaid as well. Anyway, so... yeah, let's talk about this. Now, this will obviously not have a human cast at all. At least I hope not. This will not have any human characters, so it'll just be, like, green screen all around. It won't really be live action, really. It'll just have some live action scenery. But yeah, it's just going to have a lot of cool, really damn good animation to it, and it's gonna look beautiful as all hell. I mean, seriously, one of the best things about the Jungle Book live action movie was that, yeah, it was it was really beautiful, and the story was really good. And that's the other thing, is that the more I think about it, the more I really, as much as the animated film has a special place in my heart, yeah, the live-action movie is the superior one. And I think it was a really safe call for Disney to go and pick Jon Favreau to do this film. I felt like that was the safe bet. But yeah, now here's the big thing. As a film, this is one of the few films where a majority of the cast is still alive, of the original cast is still alive, so you can honestly take the same cast and put them as voice actors for this film, but then you run into the same thing of, well, it would just be the same movie over again. And we don't know the exact details, because it is a reimagining, so it could be it could be something else. Now, I personally, here's the film I've kind of wanted for a while. And this is in the same vein of, like, Maleficent. But, yeah, here's the big thing with this film. I think a cool way to go about this is talk about Scar, is do a movie centered around Scar. That's the best way you could probably do this film, and still make, keep true to the original animated film, but also add something new, is if you tell the story of Scar. Why is his name actually Scar? I know some people, like, the headcanon name is Taka. I think that's the name they went with, but yeah. Why is he named Scar? Why does he hate Mufasa? Why does, all of these things. How did he make his alliance with the hyenas? I think that would be a cool way to really go about this film, is if you center it around Scar, doing a villain film. Hell, Disney is doing a Cruella de Vil movie, so you could do this again, but this time you could center the film around one of probably, alongside Maleficent, Scar is one of the Disney villains that is like, yeah, when you think Disney villains, Maleficent, Scar, and yeah, Ursula. Like I said, Cruella de Vil, they're doing 101 Dalmatians, another live-action film. This time around, they're just going to do it as a Cruella de Vil-centric movie, which I still don't understand, because as much as Cruella de Vil's a horrible, she's a horrible person, but I don't know how you can make an entire movie around her and not make it look like The Devil Wears Prada. But with Scar, with a Scar-centric film, I think there's a lot of potential, again, because there's so much of the character we don't know about. And it would be cool to have Jeremy Irons back again, but as, like, the older Scar. Like, maybe the first half of the film, you could have a younger actor playing him. I know a lot of people would say not Christian Bale, Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, of course. A lot of people would say Tom Hiddleston as younger Scar. And then, bring back Jeremy Irons for the other half of the film. And yeah, you could actually, if you do a live-action film, you could actually go deeper and instead of following what Simba's story was, you can follow the reign of Scar in those years up until he was killed by the hyenas after, Simba kicked his ass. So that could be the cool way to go about it. And yeah, that might, obviously, Jon Favreau has been on fire recently, with the movie The Chef, and of course Jungle Book. It's like he's Disney's giving him this much money to do this, and yeah, I would not be surprised if they go this route, because yeah, he gave such a unique character to Shere Khan. He made Shere Khan he made him more into the movie and reimagined that villain, reimagined the character of Scar as just like a force of nature. Remember, like I said in my review for The Jungle Book, the big thing about Shere Khan in the live-action film was that he was like this menace, this just force that could do anything, and you were powerless to stop him. That, like I said, he could come up to somebody and go, "I could kill you right now. I'm not gonna kill you, but I could kill you anytime I want." That's the kind of presence he gave Scar. Jon Favreau gave Shere Khan. Excuse me. So that would be a cool, I think that's a really cool way to really go about this film, is if you do it from Scar's perspective. Because there is a lot of unanswered questions there. And yeah, you could actually do the film over again, do it from the villain's perspective, and not really touch touch too much of the original animated film. So that, and again, we don't know, all we know is that Jon Favreau's doing a reimagining. It could be just the same movie over again. But that movie's so solid. Where with Jungle Book, yeah, you can see where the movie, in the original animated Jungle Book film, there's a lot, the story's a little loose, and, it kind of goes all over the place. Whereas Jon Favreau's a little more tight, his film's a little more tightened up. But with Lion King, it's a lot different. In Lion King, it's it's very tight-knit. It's a very tight-knit story. And yeah, it's a film. It's a very solid plot, and yeah, it's a very beloved film. So yeah, if you just it would just be doing the film over again, unless you give an extra element to it. And that's why I'm kind of hoping it becomes a Scar-centric film. I mean, yeah, Maleficent was terrible. If anyone out there who liked Maleficent, that's totally fine. I don't have any problem with you. I personally did not like Maleficent, and I rewatched the live-action Cinderella. It was alright, and of course Jungle Book. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, that ain't bad. And of course, like I said, Little Mermaid and Cruella de Vil films are coming. And of course, we also have Beauty and the Beast, so guess we'll just have to wait and see what... And this is the other thing. I've noticed that they're, after Maleficent, they've actually, taken time to pick the right directors for the films. They're trying to find the right directors. People who can at least understand the material and add something new. So I think that's why they want to keep Favreau around to do the film over again. To do Lion King. Although, honestly, I know Kenneth Branagh did Cinderella, but honestly, he could have done Lion King. They could have got him to do Lion King because, like I said, it's Hamlet, but with lions. That's kind of what it is. It's pretty much Hamlet, but with lions, and Kenneth Branagh was best known for doing a lot of Shakespeare. That's probably why they got him for Cinderella, but still, yeah, that's that's kind of the big thing. So yeah, hopefully it becomes. I'm really hoping for a Scar-centric film because, like I said, all Disney right now is all they've said about the film is that Jon Favreau will be on the project. He will be directing it, and it's a reimagining, so it could be up in the air of what it could be exactly. Anyway. So I'm really, again, knock on wood, hopefully, I'm hoping it's good. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm hoping it's really good, and after Jungle Book, I have a lot of good feeling about it, but still, it's The Lion King. They're remaking The Lion King. Come on. You can't look at this film and go, yeah. This is going to be awesome right off the bat, because there's always that fear of, what if it sucks? Remember how excited I was for Killing Joke, and then Killing Joke happened? Anyway, so I'm very optimistic because, again, I even though Maleficent was terrible for me, was bad for me, I still have a lot of I have a good feeling about this, but I gotta keep it. I'm very optimistic. I'm very, very optimistic about this film. So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of Disney and Jon Favreau coming together again, and this time doing a live-action Lion King film? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Do you also think that they should bring back the original cast, because a lot of them are still around? Yeah, could you bring back the original cast, or then again it would just be a live-action version of the same movie again, and... yeah, it would just be watching the same movie again with just different effects. So, yeah, could they get away with, bringing in new voice actors? Or do you want this to be a Scar-centric film and focus more on him? Or do you think something else in mind? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.